Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. I guess I come over here and I talk about the Kyle situation for a minute because this is an interesting case. People, the media, kind of made it, guilty. They did. They didn't give him a chance. There was no due process. There was nothing. He was a white supremacist and he killed poor little victims. It's interesting when the media wants to pass what works for them. If they want to push their agenda, they will destroy children's life. It's insane. The media will destroy children's life because he was 17, he was a minor. But three things I'm going to tell you that I got out of all this, right? And I'm going to tell you my three. First of all, it's the government's fault. And I'm going to tell you why. And by the way, if you're new, make sure you subscribe. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. There's links down there if you want to support the channel. But again, it's the government's fault because they fail to do their job. Here's the thing. We pay taxes. And those taxes are supposed to be utilized for first responders, are supposed to be utilized to pay things in the city, right? That's why we pay taxes. Every single month, I get a statement from my mortgage company, and they tell me that they deduct this much out of my check to pay taxes. So you have citizens paying taxes, and you have the government standing down. The government literally stood down. So the people of that town were not able to protect themselves. Their stores were burned, their cars were destroyed, their city was destroyed. Those people have no way to protect themselves. And what was the cops doing? Standing down because politicians decided that it was a peaceful protest while the place was burning down. So it's really sad that that happened, but because of the failure of politicians and the government, you saw guys going out there in the streets trying to do the right thing, and that's the case of Kyle. If the government would have done their job, this would have never have happened. If the government would have put those people in jail for vandalizing, destroying, looting, and all that stuff, it would have never happened. But they didn't. So now you have Kyle that found himself in a self-defense situation so clear. But again, the media decided that he was guilty and they slander his name. It's insane. Really, really insane. But I'm going to tell you, here's number two. It's interesting, but like I say, the media decided that he was guilty. And they decided that, you know what, for all whatever reason, their agenda, he was guilty. And to me, it felt like he was trying to prove his innocence when it should be the other way around. That is not the way that it's supposed to work. You are innocent into proving guilty. So that is so messed up. So once the government complete failure. Two, complete trial that was nonsense towards him. The way that he was treated, it was not fair for a person trying to defend himself. If he would have been a minority, black or Hispanic, this would have been different, right? We wouldn't even have this case. You would have never actually heard about this case. But the media is pushing the agenda that white supremacists out there terrorizing minorities. Insane. So again, really, his trial didn't seem to me that it was too fair. Really not. And now here's the last thing I want to say. Number three, the media has you convinced that these criminals are good people. Are good people. Kyle shot a child molester. So I need you guys to understand, you guys that are rioting out there, right? Sometimes some of you guys are destroying places and all that. You are rioting and destroying and looting and stealing and destroying personal property because you are defending a child molester. But it doesn't surprise me. Take a step back. I'm not surprised because the left is in the business of abusing our children. They put masks on our little boys. And when they cry, you're sitting here in the channel, they want to keep putting that mask on, right? Even when they refuse to do it. They put dresses on little boys. They love that. Twitch commercial. I just put a video here in YouTube. Two videos I did with little boys that they decided to put dresses on those little boys and makeup, right? So, I mean, their idea of being a pedophile is in them. Really is them, because only a pedophile, only a psycho, only a child abuser will get a little boy and put a dress on it because he's a little boy. But you see these people putting dresses on kids, and they have that a pedophile and child abuse idea. So when they out there defending a child abuser or a child or person that molested and had a sexual relationship with a child, I'm not surprised. Really not surprised. As disgusting as it is, sometimes it shocked me, but now I'm not surprised because they are in the business of abusing our children and defending criminals. It is. It's true. You saw what happened in Wendy's in Georgia many months ago when they burned down that Wendy's. They were defending a guy that was once again in jail, just came out of jail for abusing children, I believe. George Floyd put a pistol to a pregnant girl's belly. Pregnant girl. If your wife is pregnant with a baby, with your baby inside her belly, and somebody put a pistol to her belly, hmm, interesting, right? You see, the first guy that Kyle shot was a person that went to jail for over 10 years for molesting kids. Several kids, by the way. I believe the ages were 7 to 11. And they are out there rioting. But now it's like, no, it's because BLM. Take a step back. The guy who molested children was calling people the N word during the riots. So you, sir, ma'am, are out there fighting for equality and defending a child molester that molested 5 different children and was saying the N word. That is just stupid. That is beyond my understanding. Truly beyond my understanding. So again, you see members of the media talking and giving you the information that they want to give you. And I saw one guy almost crying over this. Let me get this straight out. You have a guy that molested kids that went to jail multiple times, more than once, served over 10 years for sexual abuse crime, was running after a 17-year-old that is a kid, right, a minor, to take away his gun. What do you think that sexual molestation or molester guy was going to do to Kyle? You think he was going to be nice to him? If he sexually abused kids 7 to 11, this guy was a horrific criminal. But the media is making it look like he was a victim. He was no victim, sir. He went after Kyle to do something bad to him, just like he did to the other kids that he molested, right? That he sexually abused them. The same way he was going to do something bad to Kyle. And it's clearly displayed in the video. Clearly. An idiot could watch the video and be like, yeah, that's clearly. But here we go. We live in a place where what is right is wrong and what is wrong is right. Let me tell you this, brothers and sister. This is biblical. This is biblical. I say it all the time, but I'm going to continue to say it because this is biblical. Because as I see this situation and as I look out and I see a sexual a person that sexually molested children, running after another kid, saying the N word to attack him. I see a guy with a skateboard hitting them in top of the head or attempting to hit him. I see a guy with a gun trying to kill him. I see people screaming, "Get him!" And you guys are rioting out there and destroying because you are defending a sexual, disgusting person that abused. I'll tell you now, there's 5 families out there that are being like, because it was only matter of time when this guy was going to sexually assault another kid. Only matter of time, right? So when I see people thinking that he was a victim and defending him and attempting to put a young kid, now 18 years old, a young adult, in jail over this disgusting dude that was trying to hurt him. It makes no sense. So you have to open the Bible and look at it. Because God tells us there's going to be a time when what is wrong is right and what is right is wrong. It's biblical. There's no other way because to me, in my head, I don't get it. So it's insane that we see this, but you know what? I'm glad the cow is out. I hope, dear Lord Jesus Christ, that he sue every single company that defame him. Man, go for that. And I hope, Lord, that if you ever watch this video, I hope that you are so rich. I hope that you have so much money. And please let us know how much money you took out of CNN and MSNBC. I would love to know. I hope it's in the hundreds of millions. Because what they did to you, sir, it was to try to destroy you and put you in jail for a long time. And you see that. I mean, it's insane. Dear Lord, I hope that you bring some, or, not hope, I'm praying that you bring some peace into this country because what we're seeing is insane. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.